show you really quickly how I do my container. Inside, I have the pre-drilled holes. Put sticks in the bottom, just grab random limbs, and I'll leave the leaves on it because they'll compost. Break them up. All different ways. And just kind of spread it out the bottom. What this does, it keeps the soil from pressing into the holes that you've drilled for drainage. And that keeps your soil draining so it doesn't puddle up inside. And basically all you're doing is creating a layer for the water to drain through under the dirt. Try to spread it out so there's a good even layer. Save those for some others. Now inside this I have the Pete's potting mix and the Pete's kicking chicken. And I sprinkled a tiny bit of bone meal. The second batch, I did not mix any bone meal in. This is just Pete's all-purpose potting soil and the kicking chicken a little bit. Just kind of mix it all together. And I do this because my potting soil is up on my porch where my pots are. Shoot, it stinks. Smells like chicken. Now, on the third bucket, I only used a tiny bit of the kicking chicken, but in the bottom I have Miracle-Gro all-purpose garden soil and a tiny layer of the kicking chicken, the Pete's kicking chicken, and the Pete's potting soil. So you don't have to do all this. You can use one kind, but I like to mix mine up to give the soil different layers of nutrients to draw from. So there's one container ready to go. Now, you do need to put this on either some bricks or some 2x4s or something to get it up off the ground so that the ground isn't plugging the drainage holes, or so that grass isn't growing up through the drainage holes. So yep, there you go. And container. Some good dirt ready to go. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna plant in here though. I don't know yet. On my last video, didn't record where I was filling it the rest of the way up, but that's about how far you want it up right there. And, oops, the top layer of dirt, I used the Miracle-Gro topsoil, all-purpose topsoil. Or not topsoil, but it's like a garden mix. I used that and the tiny layer of the Pete's kicking chicken, and the rest was the Pete's potting mix. That'll make a good little garden space for whatever. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna put in there now. Also, another thing to think of, remember, you know, most of your garden variety soils that you buy in the stores, they already have what you need mixed in. You don't have to add anything extra. You don't have to mix up different kinds. Just get some soil and put some stuff in it. Figure it out as it goes. You'll learn eventually what works and what doesn't, and just kind of play around with it. But remember too, when you're using stuff like the kicking chicken manure or the cow manure or anything like that, even some of your potting soils has compost in it, and a lot of times the compost has manure, so it's not like your dirt that you're going out and just like digging up in the yard and playing with it. It's got poop in it, so you need to make sure you wash your hands really good after you use it so you're not spreading germs around. Just a quick reminder. Most of y'all already know this, but beginning gardeners, it's something for you to think about. Anyhow, that's that for now. Oh yeah, and another thing. Before you plant anything in here, you're going to want to put either some center blocks underneath or some 2x4s to get it up off the ground. You don't want the grass blocking, the drainage, or the grass growing into the holes. Either one. But yeah, make sure you get it up off the ground so it can drain properly. And before you plant anything in it, give it a good soaking down so the dirt's good and moist all the way through.